Hey guys!
Welcome to Dimplefam. I'm Andy.
And I'm Pat.
So today is News Day Tuesday, and you guys know it is exciting news today because
we have 2 new Neovisions dropping on Thursday. I cannot believe it. We just got our Neovisions last Thursday, and now we're getting some more. So if you guys haven't read the news yet, stay tuned, and we're gonna pump you up with some of the latest stuff that's happening in FFBE this week.
If you guys are new to our channel, we make weekly mobile game videos. So give us a like down below, comment, and subscribe to our channel if you're new. And if you're not, you can still do the same thing. Anyways, let's hop right into the first news.
Alright guys, so the first piece of news that we're going to be talking about is the exchange shop with the Soon TM coins. I was doing some of the daily quests yesterday, and I was like, I don't even need to do this anymore because I cleared out the shop. I bought all the stuff for Tifa and Cloud, all good. And then I woke up to the news today. So if you look at the news and scroll all the way down, they got a new section where they're going to add more stuff to the Soon TM exchange shop, which has all these other things, which it's got a Super Trust Moogle for Veritas of the Dark. It's got Veritas of the Dark fragments, Ascension Pearl, and then all the Fortisites. And I was like, I should have kept grinding. I should have kept grinding yesterday.
Yeah,
thank goodness.
You missed out on so much.
I don't think it was that many. I think maybe it was like maybe two of the quests, like the Awaken the Unit or something. I was like, yeah, I don't need to do this anymore. So that's the first piece of news that we got. And then after that, we also have the ticket exchange. So this is really cool. They're also giving out the exchange overdrive tickets, and you can use these to get fragments for Neovision Rain and also Veritas of the Dark Neovision. That's really cool there. If you guys pull on his banner, it's the same thing as the Cloud banner. So that's a nice little addition that they did for us. And after the exchange shop, we also go into the next bit of news, which Andy is going to cover for you guys.
So next we have is the World Revisit, guys. So basically, you guys know that this is not new news, except for the rewards. We all want more Lapis and more Neovision tickets because we just want to try to get well, maybe not all of the Neovision, but I want to.
Very ambitious goal.
Yes.
But hey, we are collectors, so it's worth a try, right? So it's nice that they gave us tickets that actually include the Neovision units, because some of the other ones don't have Neovisions included. So always gotta read the fine print and see if they're giving the ones that we want.
Yeah, because I was doing the Chocobo, and a lot of the tickets that I get is like EX, no Neovision. So I was like, oh, what a bummer. Anyways, okay, enough of that. So let's go to the next one. So the next one is Dancing in September login bonus. So it's like the next 7 days, you guys gotta log in, because if you want your rewards, you gotta log in. But there's no Neovision tickets that they give out. It's just the 10+1 summon tickets, no Neovision, and then the next 5 days is 100 Lapis per day. The last day is another 10+1 ticket, guys. So make sure you log in 7 days in a row in September, because you don't want to miss out. I'm not gonna miss out. He's not gonna. Okay, anyway. So I want to thank you guys for doing this collaboration, the Record Keeper one. And we got 400 Lapis, guys. That's crazy. Plus 2 10+1 summon tickets. So that is really, really awesome.
Thank you guys so much for participating in it. We wouldn't be able to get these rewards without you guys. So again, thank you so much. All right, so the next thing that we have on our list is The Story Continues. So this is the 3rd season, chapter 4, part 2. So Fina and her gang are continuing on their mission. And that's pretty much it for this. I mean, it's just the story. And at the end here, if you look, if you complete some of the missions, you get something called Mighty Guard, which is a boost in defense and spirit, and it reduces damage taken for 3 turns and activates barriers for all allies.
So it's worth getting it, or?
So I haven't gone to this part of the story, so I can't say for certain, but I mean, it depends on the skill, right? If it boosts your defense and spirit by a good amount, and it also reduces damage by, even if it's like 30 to 40%, I'd say that's pretty good for a free skill. Especially if you're a newer player, that's really, really good, I think.
So I would have to do it.
So if you did it, I think it would be nice because side story, if you guys have been doing the FF7 quests, the daily quests, they're actually kind of tough. They're actually kind of tough. So you can't just, pull up your Tifa and Cloud and one-shot things. You gotta actually, bring additional units to do some chaining to get all the things to die. So I've watched Andy do the daily quests, and yeah, it's kind of a struggle for newer people.
But good luck.
It's kind of a struggle, but she has been able to clear it.
Well, you guys, if you're a newer player and you need any, bubble. If you guys are a newer player, comment down below and he'll be able to give you some assistance and tips if you guys need it.
And we love your questions in the comments, so yeah, don't be shy. If you have a question, please feel free to ask. And if you're a super veteran and you want to help out the people in our comment section, don't be shy either. You can go ahead and reply to them and let them know. We really appreciate all the help that you guys have been giving us.
And helping us build this community going on. So that is really lovely and nice of you guys.
Yeah, so hopping into the next piece of news is pretty exciting because it's Item World, my favorite thing of all time. Some people don't like it because it's just a huge grind fest, but I like it because I like making my weapons way stronger. So
yeah, I like it too. And it's so easy.
It's pretty brainless. I mean, you just press repeat, pick your thing, and you're good to go.
It just sucks when it comes out like that all through the same are the same thing, and I'm just like, I don't want any of them, and it's such a waste of time.
I hate
it just sucks that you just have to keep doing it over and over again. Yeah. It's like really, really grindy, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
It's so
like,
grindy.
when will I get that good skill, guys? Like, come on.
And Item World is the biggest FOMO event because you're only allowed 10 orbs. So that's 10 hours of your day, and if you don't do it,
you miss out.
You miss out.
Yeah, you guys gotta grind and just use your orbs as soon as they they come back. You just gotta use it.
And if you usually get 8 hours of sleep, that means you have to do your orbs before you go to sleep. So then by the time you wake up, you're like, okay, I'm going to make the most efficient use of my orbs by waking up, doing some more of the event, and then my orbs can refill while I'm working or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I really don't like about the event. But other than that, I really love being able to make your units stronger because the rare abilities for most of the damage dealers gives you HP plus 20%. There are a few oddities like when you go with the mace, it gives you HP plus 40%. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. That's a little side story. We're going into the free unit that we're going to get from this, and his name is Tyro. Tyro or Tiro? I don't know. I'm going to go with Tyro. Kind of like Tyson, or if you replace the T with a P and it becomes Pyro. Anyways, so it's nice here because you collect event points and you obtain exclusive equipment, 5-star Tyro, and other amazing rewards. So you'll get the Last Judgment Grimoire, NVEX ticket, a guaranteed ticket, and Tyro's Prism. Also, you'll get his Trust Moogle, which is 50%, and then a Super Trust Moogle for 50% as well. So, taking a look at the Last Judgment Grimoire, this is attack and magic plus 130. So, for any newer player, that's not too bad of a stat piece. Especially if you have hybrid units that don't have any gear yet. I think that's a pretty decent piece that you can get, and then you can also run it in Item World, which is really nice. So the unit itself, it looks like he is a star. The type is a star, which I don't exactly know what that means, because usually we're used to seeing the down arrow, the up arrow, a sword, and a wand to show it's a magic damage dealer or a physical attack dealer.
A star?
It's just a star. So
if you guys know what it is or have any ideas, comment down below and let us know. And let everyone know. Because we don't know.
This is the first time I've seen the star. I know that some of the season 3 characters like Daisy and some of the other people have the star. But because they're not released in global yet, I haven't looked too much into detail what it means. So yeah, let us know what the star actually means, because that's new for us. And so if we look at his Super Trust Master reward, he's got a hat, which has attack, defense, magic spirit, plus 25, and then activates this Keeper's Cap, which boosts LB gauge fill rate And then he's got his Trustmaster, which boosts HP, MP, attack, defense, mag, and spirit by 20%. So it's another little stat piece there for you. And it looks like he can do some tanking abilities. So if we look at his cooldown ability, it is boost defense and spirit and reduce damage taken for all allies for 3 turns. So the other 2 skills that he has is Book of Aegis, which is boost own spirit and chance of temporarily guarding allies against magic damage. And then Book of Protection is boost own defense and chance of temporarily guarding allies against physical damage. So it looks like he is both a physical and magical tank, which is really, really cool. And the last unit that we had who did that was Hallow Aegis Charlotte. And although she was supposed to do both roles, she was mostly a physical tank. So I'm really excited to see how Tyro is going to be and if he'll actually be a dual tanking unit where he can do both magic and physical very, very well. So that's it for Item World.
The next piece of news we have is the vision cards. The exciting part of this news, guys, because this is the Rain vision card, guys. You get one when you awaken Rain to EX plus 1 and EX plus 3. And level 1 and 10, it's like plus attacks. And then in the middle when you're leveling up, it's just like boost HP and defense. So I think that's really good, right? Like, what do you think?
I like that because like if we look here at level 4, he's got HP and defense plus 20% with when equipped with a large sword. Then we go to level 7, he gets HP and defense plus 20% again. And then at level 10, he gets another HP and defense by 20%. So that's 60% HP and defense from one card.
Male unit mean?
That means only dudes can use this card. So if any
really?
of you guys, if you guys are getting Elena, unfortunately, she won't be able to use this card. Which is unfortunate because that's a lot of stats. Like that's 60% HP, 60% defense, and 100 base attack. So
yeah.
I think it's a pretty good card. So yeah, if you guys are pulling for Rain and you're able to get him to EX plus 1, that would be amazing.
And then our next one is
Rain himself. Rain himself. So you can go in here and you can test him out in you know, the regular unit intro quest that we got. We already have one here for Cloud. So same kind of deal. You go in, you get to see his limit burst where he basically cuts up the world.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Like, it's really nice graphics. If
really
you haven't
nice.
checked it out, you guys should.
So you get the regular rewards, you know, 50 Lapis, Skill Snapper, the mini pots. So that's the unit intro quest. And then the next piece of news is a blue prelude. So this is a story event. And this is really, really important because we haven't had a story event in forever. So the reason why this is important, and I highly suggest you guys go and farm this up as much as you can because we're getting the Chris back. So if you guys have done any of the enhancements for, you know, any of the older units or whatever, this is really important because we're going to be able to go in there, farm our Chris, but there's also some very special things that is in this piece of news. So if we look here, there's a event limited equipment, and it is a dark coat, which when you max it out, it's attack plus 28, defense and spirit plus 25, boost light and dark resistance by 30%. So that's pretty nice there. You get 30% resistance for 2 elements, which is could come in handy for dark visions or some other content. And then if you also look down at the very, very bottom of this piece of news, it says companion battles will be available at the end of maintenance. So there's companion battle 1 and companion battle 2. It says try out the new units in companion battles and get 3-star Trust Moogle for Renora 50% and 3-star Trust Moogle for Bruce 50% as well. And then if you scroll down even further, there's enhancement material collection quest, which is for you know, getting the regular stuff for the coat. And then there's something interesting here where it says obtain 3-star Trust Moogles for Rain Neo Vision 10% and 4-star Trust Moogles all 5% as initial completion rewards. So that's pretty nice there. You can get a Trust Moogle for your Neo Vision Rain if you happen to get one. And then at the last bit here we have Challenge of the Brave. So this is very similar to what we had for the Final Fantasy VII Remake characters. Basically go in here and you're going to clear the mission to get the insignia for Rain, and it also gives you a Super Trust Mugo ticket and some lapis here. So that's really nice. This quest is good to grind if you do end up having you know, the Rain Neovision or Veritas of the Dark Neovision. As a person who doesn't have both, I'm not sure if you would want to spend your energy grinding it. Maybe down in the future, if you pull them, it would be useful. So it's up to you how you want to spend your energy. So if you aren't pulling for them and you don't intend on, you know, ever using them, then maybe you don't have to grind it. If you got nothing else to do, then go ahead and grind this up, get those insignia, so then when you do have a copy, you'll be ready to awaken their brave abilities.
Okay guys, the exciting last piece of this news is the new banner that's coming up with the Neovision Rain, and there's Veritas of the Dark, Bruce, and Renora.
But let's be real, I don't think anyone cares about Bruce or Renora right about now, because Neovision Rain is gonna be hype, and I know a lot of you guys in the comments have been saying you're saving for him. So when Thursday comes, let us know in the comments down below if you guys are getting him off of the free pulls that we're getting.
We're hoping that we get lucky and we get another Neovision, but I don't think we're gonna get that lucky again. I don't know.
Who knows? Knowing your luck, you're pretty lucky. Like,
I don't know.
Let us know if you guys think Andy will get another free Neovision unit.
With our free pull. Okay, the chance of that is pretty slim. But actually, no. A lot of you guys actually commented that you guys got the Neovision Cloud with the free pulls. So maybe a lot of you guys are lucky too.
It's possible.
Anyway, so basically, if you scroll down, it's just like, just talk about how, you know, EX like awaken once you get the Brave Shift, it's EX +1, +2, +3, you know. And then basically the Brave Shift is like, there's a 2-turn cooldown available from turn 1. And then Super Trust Master reward, attack plus 184. What do you think of that? That's pretty high, right? That's really high. No? Was there actually higher?
FF7 Advent Children Cloud Sword is actually 190, but...
But I mean, this one is still pretty high once you get to the STMR, right?
What,
so it's worth getting, right?
So...
It's a 2-handed weapon. Activate Power of Sun. Boost of fire, damage of LB ability, and magic by 10%.
So that's actually really, really strong.
Yeah, that's how I was like, ooh, that's really good. Anyways, for the STMR.
It is the only weapon in the game right now that does that boosting fire damage, I believe.
Obliterating Crimson Saber. That sounds really cool. Anyway, so the next one is the TMR. So it's just a new power boost. Equipment attack when a single weapon is equipped in both hands and boost LB damage. So that's
pretty good. I mean, it's... If it has 50%, like Lone Lion Squalls, I think it's pretty much the same thing. So it's a nice piece of gear if you're able to get him.
And then it talks about the vision card, which we previously talked about how you get it when you go to EX +1 and EX +3. So the next one is Veritas of the Dark. So basically it is a Neovision Awakenable, as in we get another chance to get another Neovision. But I don't think a lot of you guys will be pulling it, right? Like, I don't know.
I think I only have him at like 7-star, so I can't even get him to a Neovision form.
Oh, you already have him.
I have him, yes, at 7-star.
Oh, okay.
He is a pretty old unit, so the fact that they're giving him a Neovision now is pretty nice. Trying to revive him, but we'll see how good he is when he comes out to...
Let's see his STMR. Oh, it's just boost dark resistance by 80%. Attack defense is +34, spirit 24.
Yeah, so it's an older unit, so the STMR and the Trustmaster reward are pretty old, but like boost dark resistance by 80% is decent, like with the dark vision stuff. If you have it, great, but if you don't have it, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, unless of course you want him to be a new vision. So if we look at Bruce, his STMR is just a hat with attack plus 51, defense plus 20, and then he activates a magic time, which is boost light and dark resistance by 30% and chance of evading some physical attacks. So depending on how many physical attacks you can evade with this piece of gear, might be good. It might be good. I mean, I wouldn't chase it, but it might be cool to see how many physical attacks you can evade with this. So for the TMR, it's a materia, and it basically does boost attack by 30% and boost attack by 40% when equipped with a certain piece of gear. And so that's 70%, which is pretty decent. And then if we go to Renora, we look at her STMR, it has HP plus 1,700.
That's a lot.
That's the highest piece of HP on a gear that we've seen so far. And then the defense plus 50, spirit plus 50, so it's a really big stat piece. And then it has this ability where it activates a Mother's Love, reduce physical and magic damage dealt by Machina monsters by 10%, and fill LB gauge every turn. So this is also a very unique piece of gear because that is the first time that we're seeing in this game where it will reduce damage of a certain monster by 10%. So
it actually might come in handy just to get the STMR and put it on, I don't know, one of your units.
On one of your units. It might be handy in Dark Visions in the future where, you know, you got to fight a Machina monster and they're doing a ton of damage to you. With this STMR, it could reduce it by 10%. So if 10% doesn't seem like a lot, but when you do the math, if something is doing like 10,000 damage to you, you know, 10% is 1,000 off. So if you only had 10,000 HP, it would do 9,000, and you would survive with that 1,000 HP.
Exactly, and you get to attack it, and then boom.
You could change the battle with that. So who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the last one is just a TMR. So Train Conductor, so just another boost of, oh, that's actually good. Boost HP by 20%. And defense by 40% and restore HP every turn. Not bad. So
it's not bad. Not bad of a TMR. I mean, it would be really, really nice if it had that spirit on it as well, because if you know Final Fantasy 13 Lightning, her TMR does HP plus 20% and spirit plus 40%, defense plus 40%. The only thing is that you have to have a sword equipped. This one has no condition and it restores your HP, but of course you lose out on that spirit. So good piece of gear, but I mean, it would have been awesome if it had that extra spirit.
Okay guys, that wraps it up, and we hope that you enjoy our Newsday Tuesday. So we're gonna see you back here on Thursday after the maintenance, because we're gonna be doing more summoning, guys, as usual.
So we're super excited to see you guys back on Thursday, because that's when our free weekly summon resets. And if you guys are aware, that free weekly summon guarantees you a 5-star or a Neovision unit. So get pumped, and hopefully we can all get Neovision Rain from our free summons. I know it might not be possible, but you know, a lot of us in this community have gotten it with Neovision Cloud, so let's pray that we all are able to get him, and if not, we'll just recover when Elena drops in September.
Yeah, because we're going to be saving majority of our tickets for Envy Elena, guys, so I know you guys are in this boat with us. So anyways, good luck guys, see you Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching this whole video. Please give us a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel and if you want to give us support.
If you guys aren't new to the channel, thank you so much for being here with us and continuing to give us your support. So we really appreciate it and look forward to seeing you in our upcoming videos.
Bye guys!